Hello, YouTube, is your boy, the Passport Bro Wingman, coming at you again with another YouTube video. And this time I decided to mix it up a little bit and have more of a positive YouTube video. I know a lot of times some of my videos deal with some of our detractors and naysayers, and also discusses some different, Passport Bro issues and cultural things and that kind of thing. But this time I was inspired by a video I saw called 23,000 House Built in the Philippines. Thank you, Jane and David, and I'll leave the description to the video in the description box. And basically, it's about a couple that lives out in the Philippines, and one of the guys is married to a Filipina, and he went out and flat out bought a house there for $23,000. Now in the video, they don't go much in detail about his past, as far as the exact country he came from and that kind of thing. I'm sure by watching some of his other videos, I probably can get a good sense of his whole background. But the thing is, it kind of inspired me, and it kind of got me thinking about how you know how you can easily change the trajectory of your life just by a change in location. And for example, in the Philippines, let's say like you go there, you buy a house there. In most cases, in most people's monthly budget, their biggest expense is their rent or their mortgage. But in this case, if you were to go to a country like the Philippines and buy a decent house, in this case, this house that he's bought was I believe it had three different bedrooms. It even had like a little loft area for guests. It had a washing machine, had all the basic stuff, like internet, cable, electricity, all these kind of things. And when I looked up a lot of the cost of living there, it's like very, very, very cheap. I think electricity, that probably was about the biggest expense, and that was only about like $100. And think about it, and this is for a 3-bedroom house. And he has, nice backyard, nice scenery. And I say that to say, compared to living in the United States, where in many cases, especially if you live in like New York or a big city area, you're like, for like a decent apartment, you're talking like $3,000, $4,000, and he literally has his house paid off. So I just figured that one strategy some people could use is, they can find real estate in a decent city. There's a lot of Americans now living in, I believe Spain, Mexico City. Lots of them living in Panama City. And the real estate in these areas, well, maybe not so much in Spain, but in a lot of the Latin American countries and also Eastern countries, is very, very cheap. So you could easily, if someone was to work, let's say 5 years or so, they're stacking money in their 401k, can go out and just flat out buy the house, eliminate that expense completely. And then especially if you're able to work remote, then the world is pretty much yours, because at that point your dollar is going to stretch so far in these other countries, man. You're going to be living like a king. And that being said, with literally just $30,000 a year, if you find a remote job for that amount, you could be living like a king. Have your if you have that plus any type of savings, and you're able to pay you're able to pay, you're able to flat out buy a house. I mean, you're definitely winning at that point. So yeah, I didn't want to show a bunch of clips from the video, only because of copyright reasons. I got to reach out to people to get permissions, that kind of thing. But I definitely encourage a lot of you brothers to kind of check out the video. I think it'll inspire a lot of you, get a lot of you having some, positive visions for your future. And just know, literally, a change in your life could literally just be you getting a passport, traveling, getting a change of scenery, learning about the cultures in some of these other countries, learning about the cost of real estate there in these countries. And literally, if you're able to get either a remote job, or some of you close to retirement, if you're able to retire, in good financial state with, savings and that kind of thing, you literally can change your life around, just by traveling. So, I don't want to make this wasn't going to be a long video. It was just I just kind of want to, inspire some more brothers, give you some positive energy for a change, and let you know that we're definitely winning. This is a in comparison to what's there for you in the States, man, it's like it's night and day. This is definitely the better option. And plus, I wanted to use this as a kind of like a precursor to, another video I'm going to release tomorrow, which is going to be dealing with something similar in regards to the topic of the video, which is that this family, this man in the Philippines is doing better than 30% of American men. There was a study done in which they showed that 30% of adult men, I believe under 30, were not having any sex at all. In comparison to, I believe it was showing I believe it was like 2008, the number was only at 8%. And I was watching Sandman's video, and he was saying he predicts within 5 years it'll be at 50%, which is unheard of in some of these countries. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm just giving you a little foreshadowing of what's to come. But tell me what you think about this brother, his own experience. What do you think? Please leave comments, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up. And until next time, this is your boy, the Passport Bro Wingman, signing off.